This is a classic tale. Granger had a brush with death in a car accident, and his psyche is still struggling, despite his body recovering. That's why he sees hallucinations turn to psychological danger period. Granger reflected and was discharged a week later. But just as he prepared to hop on the bus home, things took a turn for the worse. The bus ticket seller was none other than the driver from that fateful night. Even worse, the time was exactly 4:15 p.m. It's like a conspiracy theorist's paradise. So Granger froze in sheer terror, watching the bus pull away like a deer in headlights, only to have it crash shortly after. The vehicle barreled straight through the barrier and plunged into the river, with all passengers meeting their doom. Definitely a case for Beware the Bus. Despite this being Granger's real-life horror show, Dr. Paragraph was still convinced it was all in Granger's head. Just then, a mysterious woman burst in, claiming she took a cab without encountering any robbers whatsoever. The vision she described was eerily identical to what Craig saw in his dream. Such an incredible coincidence that no further fact-checking was needed to affirm her honesty. As Dr. Paragraph fiddled with his glasses, Craig suddenly cut in, leading to a girl named Sally sharing her spine-chilling tale. If friends hide and seek, Sally learned of a childhood tragedy in that room. Apparently, a girl once strangled her little brother to death and even had the audacity to chop off his half-head. Chilling, isn't it? At first, Sally thought it was just a scary story until she stumbled upon a crying little boy in another room. The little boy told Sally, "This is my sister's and my bedroom," with the sister being just as old as Sally. Sally was bewildered since she hadn't seen either the little boy or his sister downstairs earlier. Sally didn't dwell on it much. The boy kept praising her beauty and kindness, so unlike his sister. So the kind-hearted Sally stayed with the little boy, watching him fall peacefully asleep by her side. But when Sally returned downstairs and mentioned the little boy, her friends displayed sheer horror. They freaked out, telling her that the little boy was the one killed years ago by his own sister. Learning the truth nearly made Sally faint. Just after her story, Jones jumped in with the weird experience of her. For her boyfriend's birthday, Jones gifted him a mirror, a little something for his narcissistic tendencies. But as they were getting ready for dinner, Peter noticed something off about the room in the mirror while fixing his clothes. He thought he must be seeing things and shrugged it off, but the mirror quickly returned to normal. However, at dinner, Peter decided to spill the beans to Jones, who, unfortunately, was unbothered by it all. Little did they know that mirror was about to wreak havoc on their marriage. After dinner, Peter returned home, all burdened with anxiety. He found that the image in the mirror had changed completely. Now it was a stranger's room. He tried to calm himself down, but what he kept seeing was that creepy room, and absurdly, Jones noticed Peter was growing increasingly anxious and irritable. With their wedding preparations in full swing, Jones assumed Peter was just having pre-wedding jitters, but this situation got Peter seemed transformed. He told Jones he wanted to postpone the wedding, claiming the mirror twisted his mind every night. "That mirror seems to want to swallow me." Jones suggested tossing it out, but Peter said the problem was in his mind. He said the mirror was inanimate, the issue was in his mind. Passing the mirror shop, Jones found an identical bed. This bed came with a backstory as tragic as a Shakespearean drama. The original owner was a guy named Francis, handsome but arrogant. After a mishap, he could only remain in bed, eventually driving him to paranoia. He even suspected his wife of cheating on him. Despite all that, she stayed loyal. But one day, Francis snapped, strangled his wife, then killed himself in front of the mirror. After hearing all this, Jones suddenly had an epiphany and hurried home to tell Peter. But Peter seemed like a completely different person, absurdly accusing Jones of cheating. What a twist. In the end, Peter even thought about killing Jones. No surprises here. The mirror had him under its spell. At that moment, Jones picked up something and shattered the mirror, freeing Peter from its grasp only for him to have no clue what just happened. After hearing the tales, Dr. Paragraph still believed it was all in their heads, but recounted a bizarre case from her career. It was about wealthy Fall accused of attempted murder of Wes. The plot thickened. At the time, Dr. Paragraph's friend was Fall's defense attorney and needed her expertise to assess his mental state. Fall insisted he was innocent, claiming the real culprit was his puppet partner, Yugu. A puppet doing the killing? That's preposterous. Everyone thought he had lost it. All told Dr. Paragraph that if she wanted the truth, she should go to the police and fetch Hugo Stahl.